I went into an institution thinking it was about drugs and alcohol, and what I realized it was about me. And it wasn't a treatment center, it turned out to be a university. And that university was about the most important subject there was on the planet, and that was me. So when there was a speaker that came in the first night and suggested that you're not the person that you were when you were using, and you're not the person that you were now that you're capable of being, and I had a very familiar chemical reaction go through my body of terror, and I realized, at least on a visceral level, maybe not an intellectual level, I had absolutely no idea who I was. I believe that we're on this planet to resolve addiction. So it's redefining what addiction is. You know, the definition I accept of addiction is giving oneself up to a powerful habit, or being or becoming habitual. It isn't what I do anymore, it's who I am. You know? And self, to me, the definition of self is our pure natural state of being. So we give that self away to substances outside ourselves to feel different. So anything outside of myself to make myself feel different could be a form of addiction. I want people to take a consideration that not their perceptions might be incorrect, not them. That their behaviors are based on that perception of who they think they are, and it may not be. And all this stuff that we utilize, like all this stuff, all this stuff to make you feel better, doesn't make who you are. But the most important part about that is that there's going to be fucking discomfort in that. And to honor that discomfort and find a support system that will allow you that process to heal. And the different concepts that I've created for myself. I didn't know emotional detox. I thought I was rationalizing my mental illness. We're on this planet to resolve giving ourselves away to things outside ourselves in order to try to find self. Once, you know, in the image of God isn't physical, it isn't color, it isn't blood type, it's energy. You know, that's the one thing we have in common. And what is energy within us? It's our nervous system. And for many of us, our nervous systems have been damaged. And so the physics and science of both dis-ease and healing has helped me a lot, because it isn't about me being bad, it's about me being affected in certain ways, not to anybody's detriment. Nobody was doing anything wrong or bad. That doesn't mean some people didn't do some things that were wrong and bad, but it molded me, and it was intergenerational. I attracted at that level of identity everywhere I went. The kids I knew in school, the kids I met in high school, the supposed friends that I call acquaintances now, were all just representations of my family of origin. And I wanted to blame my teachers, but my teachers were once students being taught by their teachers, who were once students being taught by their teachers. So you see this intergenerational effects of the nervous system going through generation and generation, and that's the new technology that's being offered now. He says the new 21st century, healing elements is to recognize the cellular elements of energy that we've identified with that may not be who we really are. How we train people to just survive because we don't know any better, and that how easy it is, especially for a child. I believe I was born clinically depressed, and so then I lived in the environment that created the depression, and I created an identity related to that, and emotions tied to that, and that's not who I really am. But I didn't know that, and it was terrifying to let that old identity go. And for many, many years, I wanted to kill that identity. I wanted the pain to go away, not recognizing that the pain was part of the healing process. Primarily, I'm doing this to expand my healing. That it isn't laws or rules or religions or that change society. It's a shift in the consciousness of the people. And so my message is that each one of us is a cell of a larger organism, to shift that in conjunction with healing as opposed to dis-ease, and we can change the planet. I believe that my message is heartfelt. I believe my message is unique. I believe that my message will touch a vast majority of people in a very unique way, and it would be a detriment if you didn't.